All right. Hello, hello, hello. This is WTUL New Orleans 91.5. I'm DJ Arcade.
I'm DJ Syd-napse.
And y'all were just listening to RIP, R.I.P., however you prefer to say it, by Kay Weathers, who we're so happy to have joined here in the station with us. We have Avery Legendre, okay. And she is...
That's how you pronounce it?
Yeah. I was about to say like Legendre or something. And she's the bassist. And then we also have Jennifer O'Brien, who's singer-songwriter, kind of the ringleader of the band. No, the head. But do you guys want to introduce yourself and say hi to our listeners real quick?
Yeah. Thanks for listening. I'm Avery.
Hey, I'm Jen.
And Jen will be also playing a show tonight at the Hi-Ho Lounge, a little solo act. And we're going to hear a little bit of a performance from them a little bit later on in the show. So first comes first. Again, for our listeners who are just joining, this is Kay Weathers. But you guys are currently based here in New Orleans right now. But did you guys both get your start in Houston? I know you spent like almost a decade in Houston.
Yeah, so I started...
You might have to get a little bit closer to the mic, too. Yeah.
I started playing music in Houston when I was like 19 or 20, and I went through a couple bands, and then finally I made Kay Weathers, and it was just like it was me and guitar, but loops, and I did that for a long time, and then I moved back to Louisiana, and I took kind of a hiatus. I was in college for a while, and then about a little over a year ago, I started playing shows again, and I wrote, I think, like 32 songs in a year or something. Oh, wow. I was on it, and then so I started looking for a band, and like June or like May or June, and we all got together in June, I think, and quickly recorded the EP that is about to be released.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think May 6th.
May 6th.
Yeah. And this song that we just heard will be on that record.
It's actually already released. It's a single.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
You put out 3 singles so far, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
That was the third until the EP.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in 2016, you guys also had an EP. So were you in New Orleans, like with a band yet, or were you still or was it solo stuff?
That was solo. So that
Wow.
was me and my producer Josh Appleby out of Houston. Yeah, he did all the beats and the mixing, and I just came to him with my songs. So he was really a big part of all of the music before these 3 singles and this EP was me and Josh.
Oh, wow. I noticed that he's a writer on a lot of your songs, and I searched him, and he does a lot of work in Houston with music and festivals.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, and in 2021, you had a beautiful song called The River that you released.
Yeah. That one was just acoustic. I really like that song, and I really like the video that we put out. I saw you shared a snippet of it. Mm-hmm. One of my good friends in Houston, Ashley Hernandez, did that claymation. She teaches art at a high school in Houston. She's actually working on doing another video for Molly's Boyfriend, but in claymation.
Oh, wow.
So we're pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, that's a pretty unique way to go about like doing a music video, is having like a very visual art aspect to it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So what is like your favorite song off of this upcoming record, would you say? And can you talk more about like the songwriting process behind it and working with a band, maybe since you hadn't in a while?
Yeah. What do you think? What's your favorite song?
I think All Thumbs.
All Thumbs?
Yeah. That's another unreleased one. I don't know. I like the harmonies in there. I really like the end and just how it kind of builds. And then I also like how once it builds into the bridge and it gets a little crazy, chaotic, it goes straight back into the last chorus.
The sweet
With Drew's
upbeat.
Drew's whistling.
The whistle.
Yeah.
There's a whistle in there. I had
Yeah.
to convince him to leave that in there. He was like, I don't know, turn the whistles down. I was like, why?
What type of whistle?
Oh, I can't do it.
I can't do it. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Like a
Oh,
really good
Like
whistle.
like a mouth whistle?
Your mouth, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, or I wasn't sure if you meant like a slide or.
No, with his mouth.
Oh wow,
It's a powerful whistle.
that's impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look out for that.
Yeah, he actually has his own solo project, Drew Gerard, and he whistles a lot during his
Oh, wow.
very sweet songs. So yeah,
Nice.
he's a whistler.
Wow, that's awesome. And so, did you record this, like, in your house? Was it very, like, in, bedroom recording type setup, or?
So the production manager, Nick Pope at Gasa Gasa,
Okay.
actually recorded us. And he's the sweetest. We joked about naming the EP Nick Pope because we love him so much.
Yeah.
Is he a part of the local band? I know there's a local band called Pope.
No.
Different Pope? Okay.
Different
Okay.
Pope, but he is in the Fruit Machines.
Fruit Machines,
And he's
okay.
also in Meso Peak. He's in a couple bands around town. Yeah. Fruit
Exciting.
Machines is his project, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we recorded at his studio in Fontainebleau over a 2-day period. I think we did like 2 12-hour days, and then that was it. Like
Wow.
we got them all done. It was pretty cool how efficient that went. But yeah,
Yeah, we got all the bones, like we did all the drum and the rhythm first, and then we just did it. And it was very special. It's so nice to have friendship bonding band time. And we're just having so much fun, just like hanging out in the studio and hanging out with each other.
That's good.
We love
That's
each
awesome.
other.
That's what it's all about. I've noticed that, like, a lot of I happen to, like, know a bit about the music industry here, but a lot of the venues here, or the recording studios here, are, like, very laid back and chill, and they're, like, I forget, there's one, like, out in the swamp somewhere. I think Lynn Drury, if you know her. She's recorded out there, but it's, like, they make it very, like, homey, and it's cool.
Out in the swamp.
if it's in a
Yeah.
swamp,
Yeah.
I bet it is pretty cozy. Yeah.
Yeah. So to go back to maybe some of the influences that went into, like, the writing of this record, I Instagram stalked both of you, and I saw that you got a set list from 2012 from Dark Dark Dark.
Yeah.
I, like, personally love Dark Dark Dark,
Yeah.
and can kind of, like, see how you would be inspired by her, like, from the indie, haunting, like, almost gothic type.
The sad girl indie music.
Sad, yeah.
Yeah.
No, y'all title yourself as Sad Girl Dream Pop turned hopeful, which I really like. I really like it.
That was Teresa. She nailed it, I feel like. Yeah.
So what are some of, like, including Dark Dark Dark, what are some other, like, musical influences, whether it's, like, your friends who are local musicians, or?
So my influences, I like a lot of so Beach House and Angel Olsen, but I'm really into like garage rock, like
Yeah.
Tricycle and stuff like that. But mainly my influence is my emotion. I write chord progressions and then with what I'm feeling at the moment, and add lyrics that way. So it's not necessarily the music that I listen to, but what I've been through.
Totally.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you write these songs on this EP, like, over a certain amount of time, or did you crank them all out in, like, 1 month, or
So
because of maybe, like, one instance of something that happened, and then you were
Yeah.
able to write all this?
Yeah, I was with somebody for 6 years and we broke up, and so that's where all the inspiration came from. Lots of ups and downs, and figure out who I am as a single person in New Orleans, because I wasn't before I moved here to be with him.
Oh, wow.
So finding myself and where I fit in, my place here, which I feel like I've found with my band and the music community. I'm really involved with a lot of bands, and I'm good. Like I feel good about where I am, and I feel really good about what I've created.
Yeah, I can really second that, like, just the New Orleans, like, not just the music community, but just the community in general. Like, I'm choosing to stay here after I graduate because, like, the people I've made, the music friends I've made, just, like, the bands, like, it's, like, comforting to know, like, people are around, and
we support each other.
Yeah.
It seems like everyone knows each other,
Mm-hmm.
and which is nice because so my family, or my dad lives in LA, so I see some of the people there. It's very disconnected. And so it's crazy that everyone here is like friends, and everyone knows all the bands. And then, for example, your buddy Pope, right?
Nick Pope.
Nick Pope. You know all of his bands, all what he's up to.
Oh yeah, we're all up in each other's business.
And now I'm invested in Mr. Pope.
Not to be confused with Pope the band, though.
Yeah,
not to be confused with
Yeah.
Nick Pope.
Different band.
Fruit Machines. Yeah.
I like that name. I like the Fruit Machine name.
Fruit
Yeah.
Machine. We'll have to have him in on our next show, maybe.
You should.
We'll figure
They're
it out.
so sweet. Nick is married to Annie, and they're in the band together. And Annie's on bass.
See, everyone knows everything.
Yeah.
And Robert, the drummer, is also in Meso Peak, which Nick is playing guitar in. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, they're all like connected. We're all mushed together.
Yeah, on the topic of, like, interconnectedness, if you could, what's, like, a dream collaborators? Like, if you could collaborate with your friends, if, local, I don't know, are there any?
My dream has come true.
Yeah.
Literally.
With your band.
Avery is so talented. I almost cussed. Avery is so talented. So is Teresa. Avery is in multiple bands. Steve, the Bloomies. What's the new one?
Another Me.
Yeah. So she's on it. And then Teresa has her own project called Butte.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And Drew, our drummer, he's in Kelly Duplex and Painted Hands.
Wow.
He was playing with Dusty Santa Maria for a little while. But yeah, I really, when I wanted to start the band, I was very particular. I wanted to be women. And Drew's just a sweetie, so he got in somehow. But yeah, no, this is my dream. It's happening.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How do you guys find each other?
Yeah.
So actually, Nick Pope, who we keep talking about, he was running sound at Gasa for one of the Bloomy shows, and I think after that, he went out, met Jen, like, told her about me. She found me on the internet, and then
Stalked for a little while.
like, asked if I'd be down to maybe play bass or if I knew someone, and like, I had never really played bass for a band before, so I was kind of just like, if I like the music and I like the people, then I'll give it a go. And I did, and so, yeah, like, the first practice we had, I remember, like, feeling a lot of good energy from that, and then I think it really clicked by, like, the second one, and, yeah, by the time we were recording, I don't know, I was just really happy. I felt like I instantly made some great new friends and connections, and yeah, we're just creating great work. So.
Yeah.
That's
And they
awesome.
all write their own parts. Like, this is a collaboration.
Oh, wow,
I
that's
feel
cool.
like I used to be Kay Weathers, but now Kay Weathers is a unit. Like, we all put our heart and our soul into our parts. And Avery shreds.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she says she hasn't played bass much, but oof.
Yeah, we
it's
got
good. Ah, look at that picture.
That's what you were laughing about earlier.
Yeah. So you've been practicing for a while. If you aren't aware, that's a picture of Avery playing an instrument or pretending to. That's twice their size.
Maybe, like-
That was posted on the K Weathers Instagram, November 8th, 2022. So you've been practicing for a bit.
Cute, yeah. Yeah.
So, like, I actually really am interested now in your, like, musical background. Like, when did you start playing? And
I guess, okay, so started playing piano in 3rd grade. I took piano lessons, and then, I don't know, my dad, he, like, always had a guitar around. My grandpa always had a guitar around, and so I was always interested in that. Like, as you can see from that picture, I just, like, I was always like, I want to do this, but never really knew how. I think my grandpa, he taught me 4 open chords one day, and then I kind of just took it from there, and yeah, played guitar, started writing songs in high school, and
do Do you remember the first song you ever played? I always remember.
Oh, yeah. Something in the Way by Nirvana.
Oh, wow.
What were we playing earlier with the...
Oh, and Where Did You Sleep Last Night? Mark Lanigan version.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 chords, moody song, and
Very good for
that's what
like
I
high school.
did.
Very TM.
Yeah.
Are you from New Orleans?
From Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in New Orleans, and what brought you here?
A little bit over a year. I moved in January 2022.
Okay.
Yeah, I graduated from LSU and then kind of wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and I was coming down to New Orleans once a week for band practice with the Bloomies, so I decided to just move down here. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Wow. Were you in a band while at LSU, or were you just coming down for the Bloomies in New Orleans, or?
No, not so much. Yeah, it was Bloomies, yes, towards the end of college. And then also, like, COVID was happening, so wasn't really playing with a bunch of people during that time.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
kinda
really
like that.
interesting. That's fun.
Yeah.
And I forget which one of you graduated with like a mathematical sciences thing.
Oh,
I saw some math proofs. Wow.
I was going to say, you're a smart band on top of that.
Oh, we all, like, she has her degree in marketing, and Teresa has a degree in music, focusing on viola, and that's what she's playing in RIP. Yeah.
You really aren't kidding when you say everyone's collaborating. That is insane. That is so cool.
Wow. So do you, like, apart from music stuff, what do you guys do? Like, do you use your mathematical proofs daily? I don't know.
I do not.
Oh, you mentioned earlier you book bands.
Yeah, so I book a lot for Siberia and OK Bar. And if I'm not booking, I'm taking photos of bands, or I'm just there to network. I like to go to shows. I don't know the bands and just meet people and support where I can, and, you know, community. For my job, though, I work at a small retail store in the CBD called Iron Shop Provisions.
Cool.
It's cool. I get to pick out the clothes we sell, and I am going to be able to go to New York and LA and meet designers. And
Oh, wow.
so it's pretty cool. It fell in my lap. It wasn't meant to be like this. I was studying for my actuarial exams, and I still am periodically. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. So no math at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to like math and be good at it. I don't know. It's good to have that.
It's so much fun. I love math.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody if anyone needs calculus tutoring?
Oh, my roommate is doing, they're finishing Calculus 3, and they were showing me some of their homework, and I have this little spiral, and I'm like, I don't know what they were doing, but once the graphs started getting like 3D and curvy and tornado looking, that's cool. Being able to solve, I'm a psych major, so that's way out of my field house, but it's very
psych is way out of mine. Yeah.
Wow.
Engineers.
So you guys are gonna play a song for us.
Yeah.
And that song is
For Love That Ends at Go.
For Lums That. Okay. And you guys are also playing at the Hi Ho Lounge tonight.
So I'm playing solo at the Hi Ho Lounge around 9:30 with my friends, the Oopsie Daisies, and another band. I can't remember their name. I've never met before, so I'm excited about that. And then Avery has a show tonight.
Yeah, I'll be playing at Gasa at 9 o'clock with the Bloomies. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a little rivalry going on. Who's
I
going to
know. As long as she...
You like to book solo shows.
Well, I would... okay, so here's
we're
the
not
thing.
talking about I didn't mean to start
I would
anything.
book more shows with you guys, but I know you guys have so much going on. So, and I feel like with the releases, we have some stuff, and then after May 6th, we'll get back on it.
I say go to both. Mm-hmm. You have time. They're going to last.
It's true. We're going to do some more. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. We are actually recording another EP in June.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're going to release it in May, the one that's coming up in May, and then you're going right back into it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Impressive.
And in any lulls, I have some music I've been sitting on that I wrote with Josh Appleby. So I may release those like sporadically. We'll see. Yeah.
That's really exciting. Well, y'all have some music for everyone to hear, so I'll be
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Awesome.
But should we gear up for
I got a
performance? Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're going to play a song that hasn't been released yet. It's going to be on the EP released May 6th. It's called For Love That Ends at Go. For Love That Ends at Go. And I have Avery. We miss Teresa and Drew. They're working. They got stuff to do, but we're going to play it for you now. Okay, here we go. Trouble, it finds me hiding all the while we struggle.